Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with On the Fly Review for you. Today I'm talking about Blue Beetle. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher half the names of the people involved in this film, so I'm just going to say the stars George Lopez and Susan Sarandon. Of course, this is based on the great Blue Beetle comic book series and character. I really like the Blue Beetle, both the classic Ted Cord character and Jaime Reyes. Um, this is about uh, first generation uh, Hispanic kid from Palmera City, which is basically DC's version of Miami. I mean, he's just gotten home from college and kind of realizes there's not really any opportunities for him, even with a degree. Uh, his family's struggling; they're losing their house, and he's just wanting to do something and be there for the people he cares about. And while going in for a job interview, he gets Ginny Cord, daughter of the original Blue Beetle, tells him to guard this burger box with his life. Turns out it has the scarab in it, the Blue Beetle, and he gets the powers. He goes through a whole Iron Man thing. It's like lots of Iron Man, lots of Spider Man references and callbacks, which I thought was fine for this movie. I think with all of the super team ups and multiverse nonsense of the last few years, a more traditional superhero movie was welcomed. But problem with this movie is just, well, first off, George Lopez. I can't stand him, and he genuinely keeps this movie from being anything close to lovable. But there's a lot of good things, a lot of positive things going on for this movie. And if you are a person who, if you got a big family and you want to take your family out to the theaters this weekend, Blue Beetle is a good movie to go take them to. It's very, it's worthy of your time and money. Uh, but it is the latest installment to a franchise and even a genre which is dying. It's a movie that has the audacity to tread water when it's on a boat that's fucking sinking. uh, that analogy does not make sense. But this is just it's not going to save DC, and I haven't checked the weekend numbers from highlights and headlines and things that popped up over the day on my phone. I've garnered it did not have a good opening weekend, of course. Barbie is this movie that has this kind of Emperor's New Clothes vibe to it. Uh, so, it's still going to make a lot of money. But yeah, Blue Beetle is not going to be a success. It's not going to save DC. And even if it were to be a huge, massive success right now, this weekend would have blown everyone's expectations away. When it had a $250 million opening weekend, that would have been nothing but a nuisance to DC and Warner. Because this is not a movie they care about. And that sucks. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will give Blue Beetle 4 stars. I do. I absolutely recommend the film. I enjoyed it, but if you've seen a superhero movie, you know how this is gonna go. Cool. The effects are fine. The super suit is cool. A lot of the action scenes are, I don't know. They seem inconsistent in their style and execution. Sometimes that can be a blessing. This movie feels jarring, and I think the score is really cool. But yes, other than that, I mean, like I said, if you've seen Spider Man or Iron Man or Ant Man, you're gonna know how this movie goes. Uh, but I liked it. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.